All right, we've gotten our first snowfall this season, or at least I think most of us did. There are a few spots, especially between downtown Spokane through Coeur d'Alene along I-90, really just stayed mostly, if not all, rain overnight. We knew that it was going to be a pretty close call in the county, though most of us, including us here at our South Hill studios at KREM 2, we definitely got that snow and slush outside. Big wave of moisture that passed through between about 9 p.m. in earnest and came to an end at about 3 a.m. this morning. Still a little bit of some leftover kind of showers and mist. As I noted from our outdoor weather center, it was misty, like a snow mist was hanging around the air, though it is not popping up on Doppler radar around the county. So I don't think we're going to add anything. It just keeps everything wet this morning. Now, similar story in Coeur d'Alene. This might be a more proper light rain, light snow. Cameras there looked all very just wet and no indication of like bigger snowflakes on that. So here's some of the pictures that we're getting from that first snowfall. A lot of it hanging around the grass, so not surprised. This one out of Rathdrum. You get to the sidewalks, it looked a lot more slushy and wet overall. Some beautiful trees, even a couple hours before sunrise, just hanging on to a little bit more of that snow. Again, the grass holding that snow. The sidewalks and the streets looked a lot more super wet and slushy, and as the traffic goes over it, will start to clear away a lot of that slush, or at least push it to the side. I noted that there was a lot on the shoulders and kind of in those mid-turning lanes this morning on my own commute to work. As for the mountain passes, kind of a similar story. Looks very, very snowy along the shoulder. Hard to tell exactly what those road conditions look like because it's just a bit too dark this morning. But of course, I-90 tends to be well maintained. I would expect many wet roads over the passes, though Snoqualmie is going to get a little bit more rain and snow later today. Meanwhile, next storm system as we head into, well, the day before Thanksgiving today and Thanksgiving itself, rain. This one's a lot more clear cut. There is no rain versus snow this time. It is all rainfall. And it gets here before midnight, and once we get into Thursday, look at this at about noon. That's a soaking wet day. I don't think the kids are going to be doing too much in the back or the front yard outside tomorrow because it very well could be raining all day long. A very wet Thanksgiving for the inland Northwest. And a bit more mild compared to what we've experienced at 42 degrees. Yeah, all that snow we just got, gonna melt easily. That's why it's gonna be so wet. It's the residual rain and snow from this morning, and then we just keep adding more and more and more rain on top of that. So a very wet holiday for us. Same with our friends on the west side. They are getting just as much rain all at the same time with this next storm that will be here. Though it will melt away any snow or slush that is still lingering on some of the streets and roads this morning.